So this tutorial is going to cover line work in portfolios. So let's say I want to import some line work and I have a PDF that's layered and it has a whole bunch of text options and annotations and dimensions and stuff on it. You don't have to go into the original file and turn all that stuff off. InDesign has a way that you can control layers right within InDesign itself. So I want to place a drawing file here, so I'm going to select the image. And I'm going to navigate to where my PDF is saved, and I'll drag and drop it inside. Now, if you note that as you drag and drop images and drawings into this file that they seem to have a background color, that's probably because they do. So to change that, all you need to do is go up to this little swatch up here and choose none. Or you can do the same thing on the swatch over here. That's how you can manipulate the background color. You'll see some of them have this background gray color applied. So I'm going to move my file into place by double clicking it and then dragging the image over. This is not an image I would normally use in my portfolio, but I just wanted to demonstrate how you can turn on and off layers. So if I zoom in, you can see that there are a whole bunch of things going on. There's a property line, there's a grid, there are section and detail markers, and there's annotations. Instead of going into the PDF file or the original CAD drawing and trying to figure out which of those layers need to be turned off, what I can do is select the image in InDesign, go to Object, and then Object Layer Options. And I would just recommend that, especially if you have a really complex drawing, that you make sure Preview is turned off, because if Preview is turned on, it's going to take forever for it to figure out what exactly it's showing. But basically then you can lower this and it will show you all of the layers within that file. So I'm just going to go through and turn off the layers that I know I want to turn off and then see if that works. So I've hit OK, and now it's going to go through and process all of that information. It might take a while to do it depending on the complexity of your PDF, but now you can see it's turned off all of those layers and I'm left here with a pretty clean PDF file. So if you were wondering how you can easily get rid of annotations, that is one way to do it. You just need to know which layers to turn off. Now, if we select this file, we can also find out more information about it by going down to the links palette over here, and underneath there you'll see the link info when your link is selected. This is going to tell you information like what type of format it is, what the name is, what the size is, and any other information about the file that you might want to know. So this is a handy palette to have as you're working. You can kind of check out the image quality of the files that you have in there, and that will help you understand, you know, how big of these documents are they getting? Do you need to reduce their size? Is there anything that you can do to optimize them? Now, if you want to preview how this is going to look in print, you can go to View and then Overprint Preview, and that is going to kind of clean up the view, and you can see how clean the line work is going to come through. This is going to slow down your file quite a bit. So I could see that within this file, I would still need to go and turn off some layers. It looks like there's some ticks that have to be turned off. Maybe a dimension layer still needs to be turned off. So I would go through and do that. And then now I have a nice clean drawing and I can go into my layers palette and go onto text and add my own annotations with the font and font sizes that are suitable to this portfolio into this image.